So most people have figured out how to unlock the Cursed Relic, which you get from solving the Graveyard Puzzle and beating the Secret Angel and Devil boss. But unlocking the Divine Relic is a totally different story. In order to unlock the Divine Relic, you need to beat a certain number of bosses with the Cursed Relic equipped before it unlocks and you get the Paladin achievement. I've heard different claims that you have to beat 5 bosses, 8 bosses, or even 10 different bosses for this to work. For me, I had to fight 13 different bosses for me to get the Divine Relic. So the Cursed Relic is a special relic because it actually makes you weaker. With the Cursed Relic, every single time you dash or stop shooting, your weapon will randomly change and you only have 1 HP to start. But when you parry, there's a random chance of you getting 1 HP back instead of any super meter. But wait, I know you're typing this out right now in the comments. Everyone says you get 1 HP for every 3 times you parry. Trust me, you don't. Just watch this. See, I went from 1 HP to 3 HP in just 3 parries. It's totally random. So it turns out that King Dice mini-bosses do count as full bosses, and they're way easier than regular bosses. The only one that might be tricky is this one, because you can't rely on the smoke bomb to cheese through it. Otherwise, the fact that you can get extra lives while fighting King Dice makes this way easier than it should be. I ended up beating 8 of the 9 mini-bosses here, and that's just because I missed Mangosteen by mistake. And with King Dice, that means 9 bosses defeated. If you die partway, I'm not actually sure if it counts the mini-bosses you've already beaten. So after you beat King Dice or any boss, you can check your eyeball in the charm to see how far you've gotten. It doesn't seem like the number of eyelashes directly corresponds to the number of bosses you've beaten. After beating King Dice and 8 of his minions, I only had 6 lashes. So I went back to the first aisle and beat the Root Pack, Goopy Legrand, Ribby and Croaks, and Cagney Carnation before I finally unlocked the achievement. While bosses might seem way harder with the charm, it's not actually that much worse. Since you can rotate through weapons randomly, I just kept rotating until I found a weapon that fit the situation. The right weapon might vary depending on the boss you're fighting, but generally speaking, you want a weapon that has good range, like Converge, Roundabout, Pea Shooter, or Crackshot. Once you've beaten all the bosses you need, the music will change and you'll have the Divine Charm. With the Divine Charm, your weapons will still switch whenever you stop shooting or dash, but you get 3 HP and a smoke bomb at the same time. That's pretty sweet. If you're having trouble with some of these bosses, why not check out some of my S-Rank guides? Those guides were made for expert mode, but the skills I teach you will work for these challenges as well. Did this video help? How many bosses did you need to beat before it worked? Let me know in the comments below. Kudos to my friend Booster for giving me a heads up about this tip. You can catch him and his wife streaming on Twitch in the description below. See you next time.